Food for Life is brought to you by stinkwater.com.
Hello everyone, I'm AJ Monty and I'd like to welcome you to this episode of Food for Life, where today I'm going to show you how to grow your own vegetables and pull food right from your garden, whether or not you have dirt in the backyard or a concrete driveway or even a patio on the back of your porch. I'm going to show you how you can turn that into a food source. You know, back in World War II, citizens were encouraged to create what were called victory gardens. And the amount of food that was produced from those victory gardens went on to become one of the largest food sources in the country at that time and surpassed those food producers and even the farmers. So behind me, this is something that might seem familiar to you. That's my greenhouse. And when I go inside, I'm going to show you how the Farmdaddy container works. Farmdaddy is a patented product that's developed by a good friend of mine, Randy, who I'm going to give you the link to his store so you can get your hands on these. And again, whether you have a backyard where you can plant plants right in the ground or not, you can provide yourself with some food for not just you, but for your family and maybe even your whole neighborhood. So let's go inside and I'll show you what that's about. Well, this is the greenhouse that is almost complete, and I have all the instructions on how to build this greenhouse in episode 2 on our channel. And as you can see, we have a lot of green vegetables right here, starting with our spinach. We have eggplants right here. We have beautiful tomatoes, and we have peppers. And in the back over there, we have bush beans. And it goes on and on. We even have a banana tree right here that's getting ready to fruit. And we have, I'm telling you something, you have to get your hands on Cuban oregano. You can't smell it, but if I pinch those leaves and put it up to your nose, you'd be in aroma heaven. Now over here, we have the beginnings of what's the red-stemmed Malabar spinach. It's hard to see and I'm not really going to touch that, but you have a red stem coming up out of the dirt, and these are a vining spinach that's 5 times bigger and much more nutritious than the regular spinach you're going to get in the supermarket. And what we're going to do with that is we're going to plant that here in this area where the raised bed is, but we're going to convert this to Farmdaddy containers so we have at least 9 or possibly 10 containers, with each container having up to 6 plants. So you can do that math and figure out how much food we can get just from that little 10 by 10 spot right there. So let me show you exactly how this works. Again, this is a container, pretty basic. It almost looks like a storage bin that you'd find in Walmart, but there's a patented mechanism in the very bottom here. You can see there's an overflow hole right there, and each container has one hose going into it and one hose going out, with the exit hose going to the next container. Can you see that down there? These are all connected. So with one water source, just a garden hose, or if you have rain barrels, you can connect these together. And what happens, it's a wicking system. The way it works is that the water fills up in the bottom of the container, and there's a compartment down there that collects that water, and the roots move to the water, and the water is just enough to get that plant what it needs, but doesn't saturate the roots. And so what happens is at the bottom of those containers, there is a little mechanism like a toilet bowl float that cuts the water off when the level gets to the right amount. And so this is the genius behind the Farmdaddy container. And I'll tell you something, We're going to order another 20 because we have plenty of room for that. If we go back here outside of my greenhouse, I have more or less the weed blocker on the bottom here. And I'm just going to line all this up with Farmdaddy containers and just continue to grow vegetables. So I hope you enjoyed that. Go to the bottom of the page down here. Click the like button, click the share button, and make sure you visit the websites that I have for you to visit for not just the Farmdaddy containers, but also for the grapevines. We go through Ison's. It's a company up north of Florida here, and we get our grapes from them. We have in the background here, I'll turn around, we got the hog traps back there. You may have seen an episode where we butcher our own pork in the back of the pasture there. We bring that to Wally and Sons, where he turns that into pork sausage for us, and we stuff our freezers with wild pork, and it's absolutely incredible. So stay tuned to Food for Life, and don't fear. Doesn't matter. As long as you have your food secured and your water secure and a roof over your head, you have reason to celebrate. Have a good one. So long.